Hey, this is Pat, and today we are checking out the all-new Alpinestars Faster V3 jacket. Now, the Faster V3 jacket is going to be a step down from the GP Plus R V4, which is a much sportier, more aggressive jacket out there. The Faster line has always been more of a sport, can get you to the canyons, more casual in the sport line, while still giving you a pretty aggressive sport cut to it. But when we're looking at the V3 specifically, I have Spurgeon on my left wearing the Airflow version, which is going to be one of the most popular styles out there within this line for the US market, just because it is a hotter riding climate. And this is going to be great for anybody out there pushing the limits on those hotter days in the summer, but still wants the protection of leather. And I like what Alpinestars is doing because they've taken the traditional chassis of the Faster V3 and almost doubled the amount of stretch running over the shoulders, down the side, at the back, to really help incorporate more movement on the bike, but also factoring in those of you that are adding Tech Air systems and the Tech Air airbags underneath of the jackets. You want enough stretch for that to deploy, and Alpinestars has been rolling that out in their line as we see new additions come out, and the Faster V3 Airflow is no exception. But before I get too long-winded, let's talk about the fit. I have Spurgeon on my left. He is 6'3", 225 pounds with a 44-inch chest, currently wearing a size 56. If you look at the size chart for Alpinestars, especially their sport cuts, that is true to size with what his chest measurement's coming out to. And as you can see, it's got a nice sport aggressive fit to it, but has space in there to add a back protector should he want. If he was looking to get a Tech Air system, he'd probably bump up to the next size up in a 58 just to give it that 4 centimeters of deployment space that the airbag needs when it goes off. So keep that in mind. True to size, if you're looking at adding a Tech Air underneath, maybe bump up to the next size up. Comes in at $450, which is a $50 price drop from the V2 version, which kind of goes in hand with the amount of stretch they're adding in, removing the amount of leather they had to use. Comes in sizes ranging from 46 up to 64, and it comes in 3 colorways, but as we've seen with Alpinestars, we'll probably see some new colors at the launch of each season coming up. But let's talk about the main construction again. That is cowhide, and it's perforated cowhide in a lot of key areas to help flow that air through. You also get the stretch all the way throughout that I mentioned. That got a massive increase from the V2 version, making it a much more comfortable overall jacket. But up at the collar, we got an update here. This is just leather over top of microfiber, much thinner collar than we saw on the last edition. Still a Mandarin style, so it doesn't have any closure up front apart from the zipper garage for the main zipper, but a really soft and comfortable collar up top. I like what they're doing up here. We've seen that with a few other jackets they're coming out with, so I like that they're taking the time to really trim down the collar, make it more comfortable, because it's going to be something that you feel while you're out there riding right under your helmet. Full stretch running up and over the collarbone down to the armpit, really encapsulating the full arm at the side sleeve. You got a DFS slider, a dynamic friction slider at the outer shoulder over here, and underneath of that, you are getting Nucleon CE Level 1 shoulder armor, and you actually get CE Level 1 BTAC armor, which is a harder armor down at the elbow as well. Perforation coming at the outer bicep, as well as that full stretch main design at the interior of the arm. And I like that they're keeping it leather in all the key abrasion zones. That's going to help get to that CE AA abrasion rating that this jacket's coming with, but they're adding the stretch in those non-key zones. You're not getting any adjusters, which I would have loved to seen from Alpinestars, maybe something to cinch it down, but they are making it tight enough that it's really using the stretch as opposed to needing to tighten it down at all. Velcro and zipper main entry down at the cuff with just a nice microfiber lining inside there as well. Coming up to the chest, what you'll notice is that stretch from the collarbones is added all the way across the front. I really dig that. Again, more stretch gives more movement, and especially in those non-vulnerable areas that won't hit the deck if you go down. Velcro over top of that zipper garage for the YKK main zipper, and then it's a full perf leather panel running down the front with the Alpinestars logo sublimated over top. I would have loved to see this maybe be a localized perf so it doesn't go to the edge, but in the front it is giving you a lot more airflow than that localized perf can give you, so I'm not too upset about it. You can see just the sheer amount of stretch from the sides creeping into the front of the torso of the jacket, and then you got 2 hand warmer pockets, one on each side, surrounded entirely in that stretch. You can go ahead and turn to the side for me and hit that riding position. At the side, you're really going to notice how much stretch they put into this jacket. It's going to be coming all the way up from the shoulder blades, through the inner sleeves, down to the armpit, and fully down the side, all the way to the Velcro adjuster down at the waistline. And you can see it's got a nice angle to it, again, for that more aggressive sport riding position. You can go ahead and face the back for me. At the upper spine, you are getting that stretch with the Alpinestars logo over top of it. Again, more stretch is the name of the game when we saw this V3 come out. perforated leather all the way down the backside. Again, would have loved to seen that be localized, but I'm not upset about it. And the space for the back protector underneath, or if you're adding a Tech Air system, that's going to come with the back protector already included. Drop seat with the Alpinestars logo over top, a little bit of foam underneath there, again, to help it hold its shape. But I do like that they're giving you a drop seat just for that aggressive riding position. You're not going to be showing the cars behind you anything that you don't want to. Go ahead and spin to the front for me and unzip the front. Let's get a glimpse of the interior. Now the interior, again, since it's the airflow version, is not going to have any liners or anything like that. You do have stash pockets, both a standard stash pocket as well as a waterproof. Pockets to add the chest protectors in there should you want to, but just a simple mesh interior with a full connection zipper. That's really what you're getting inside here. No liners, nothing like that. This is really aimed at you summer riders out there. You can go ahead and zip that up for me. Again, you can actually see one thing I want to point out is the Tech Air Ready. Alpinestars is designing all of their jackets, especially the sport line, to accept that Tech Air system, giving the amount of stretch that you need to comfortably wear those airbags underneath. But if you are looking at the Faster V3, I think you're going to be a sport rider, maybe dancing in the canyons out in Southern California, going to the occasional track day. This can give you everything that you need in terms of protection, CE level AA for abrasion, as well as CE level 1 armor, while keeping it comfortable should you just be going out for a nice casual weekend ride. But if you have any more questions about the Faster V3, go ahead and click that info button. That's going to take you over to the product page where you can read other rider reviews and see what other riders are saying about this new jacket. And if you still have questions after that, or if you have questions on the Tech Air or the sizing or combining the two of those, reach out to our customer service team. They're all riders, happy to help you get set up for your next ride. I want to thank you for joining Spurgeon and I and checking out the all-new Alpinestars Faster V3 jacket. I'm Pat, and I'll see you in the next video.